what are we gonna be making for our cocktail party?
What are we making? What are we making, she asked. Well, we're gonna do some wonderful spicy meatballs with chorizo in a Romesco sauce that we're gonna start on the stovetop, put in the oven, and finish it off tabletop.
So it sounds easy, and it sounds like it's gonna impress my friends, so.
It's super easy.
Let's do it.
Unbelievably impressive, so yeah, let's get to it.
Cool.
So we're gonna make our meatball mixture, and in here we have a little bit of ground pork and ground beef. But we're gonna put in some red onion. We don't want that raw red onion flavor, so we're gonna start off by sauteing that over here just to get out that raw flavor, get the onions a little translucent. So I got my pan preheated here on about medium-high heat. I'm just gonna saute that a little bit. Luckily though, I got some here already done.
And they're gonna look like that.
Look just like this, so you want them to get just a little brown on the outside. So I'm gonna put that into the meat mixture.
All right.
And Miss Taya, can you start mixing that around?
Absolutely.
'Cause you're so good at that.
So what would happen if I put the warm onions in?
You would start melting the fat, cooking the meat, and the meatballs wouldn't hold as well.
Oh, that's not good.
Not good. So we're gonna put some cumin in with that.
Yum.
Some smoked paprika. Good stuff. A little fresh oregano. I got about 2 tablespoons here. If you're gonna use dried oregano, make sure that you use about half because it's a lot more concentrated in its flavors.
But is using fresh better, I'm assuming?
I like using fresh as much as possible, but you know, not everybody has access to all the different fresh herbs all year round. And last but not least, to bind this up, Taya's favorite thing, the incredible edible egg. So we got one of those in there, and keep on mixing that around. And we get a little salt in there.
Yum. You guys have no idea how good this smells.
I know, it's awesome already. So the one thing that we're also gonna have to wind up doing here is checking for how done our wonderful meatballs seasoning is.
And this is my favorite part because, you know, if you were to make this whole mixture, what if you forgot an ingredient, or you know, what if you want to taste it before you try it, right?
Yeah, what if not enough salt or peppers in there? You like it spicier, you want more smoked paprika, what have you?
This is my favorite trick that MikeC taught me because you actually get to eat while you cook.
Miss Taya,
Yeah.
So what we're gonna wind up doing then is we're gonna make a couple little mini, like burger patties, pretty much. The easiest way to put it to you.
All right.
And then we're gonna cook them off, try and see how our seasoning is. So I'll make one here.
You let him get his
that
hands
in the
dirty.
pan. Yeah, I'm the dirty guy. Another one here for Miss Taya.
I'm just here to try it. And learn, of course.
So we're gonna cook that meat off. And you can keep on mixing that. Yeah, make sure the mixture's all real good, fine and dandy, all that other kind of fun stuff. Okay, so we got our little patty, well, our little mini patties, kind of broke apart in the pan, which is perfectly fine.
And good thing I have a couple spoons here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Let's give that a try.
This piece
Ooh,
right there.
Looking good.
Oh my God.
Perfect. Okay, we don't have to add anything, so that makes it really easy. Because we're gonna form little balls here. And to make it as easy as possible, dip your hand in a little bit of water.
Okay. What does this do?
This is gonna keep the meat from sticking to our hands as much.
Okay.
And grab about a golf ball size, put it in our hands, cup your hands a little bit, and give it a roll. Okay. And you get a little meatball.
Look at that.
And they're gonna wind up looking sort of something like.
What do you know?
Okay.
Mine's miniature.
Yep. And what we're gonna wind up doing is need to wash our hands because we've got meat all over them before we cook.
Idea.
So let's go and wash hands.
All right, my hands are clean and ready to cook some more.
Okay, so
what's next?
Back to the recipe. We have our wonderful casserole here that I got heated up.
Cool.
Okay.
So do I need to like coat the pan or like do anything else so the meatballs don't stick or anything?
No, not really. I mean, what we have here is I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil just for the flavor. but the whole point is to have a good non-stick pan that's real durable and it's gonna last you a long time. Okay. And having the circular rings in there means that this is like the toughest non-stick kind of surface that we have, and it's gonna last us forever. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know then. Thanks.
I'm here for you and you. So we're gonna put a little bit of our olive oil on the bottom here. Again, just for flavoring. And I'm gonna scooch in our meatballs, spicy meatballs. Oh yes, isn't that exciting?
It smells amazing.
Okay, so we're gonna get all those in there and start getting these cooking. And while these start to cook, we're gonna make our Romesco sauce, which is happening right over here at our
in the blender.
So we have our roasted hazelnuts, or sometimes you'll see them as filberts. Pop all those in there.
So I don't need a food processor. I can do this in a blender.
Yeah,
too?
you can totally do it in a blender because not everybody has a food processor.
I don't have a food processor.
Yeah, and if you're having a cocktail party, I bet you have a blender.
Of course I do.
Just make sure to do this before you make the cocktails, so you know Romesco flavored cocktails. Weird.
Not good.
Okay. So we got a little red wine vinegar, and can you put our spices in?
What do we got here?
We have a little chili powder and some more smoked paprika.
Okay.
Really love that smoked paprika.
We've got some garlic.
All right, you knew it. We got garlic.
And these are fire roasted tomatoes, right?
Yep, fire roasted tomatoes, or just regular canned diced tomatoes would be fine.
And then what are these?
And then that is some fire roasted bell pepper. You can either roast them yourselves and peel the skin, or you can get them in the jar at the store. It's fine.
Which is easy.
So can you put all that in there, Miss Taya?
Okay. And then how about, what is this, olive oil?
Yes, it is. We got a little olive oil.
Dump all this in there.
So you're gonna put that in there. Put the top back on. Make sure to put the top on first.
Yeah, note to self, top on the blender.
And then puree it, girl.
All right.
All right.
Yay, it works.
Beautiful. And that looks perfect, girl. You can turn that off.
Yeah.
And we have the meatballs starting to get that nice caramely deep brown on the outside. So into the pan, we're gonna throw a little bit of chorizo. You wanna make sure to go for the Spanish style chorizo. It's already cooked off. Okay, so we just took it and cut it into little half circles.
Great. Is this like spicy sausage?
Yeah, it's a spicy sausage. Very spicy sausage.
I like spicy food.
I can tell that about you. You seem a little spicy.
A little spicy.
Lady.
Thank you.
Just a little going on over here. So we're gonna pop that into the pan, and then can you take the top off of the Romesco?
Yes.
All right. And we're gonna give it a pour.
Yeah.
Ready?
Just dump that on in there. Oh.
Dump that all on. Make sure you get all that goodness out.
Yum.
Okay.
Cool.
This is how easy it is, kids. I'm gonna turn off my heat here, and I'm gonna finish this in the oven. This is great too, because if the guests are coming over, you can get this stage done a little ahead of time.
So that way you can hang out with your friends, right?
Exactly, and have, you know, a cocktail or two. So I'm gonna take this over to about a 400-degree oven. All right.
Oh, I'm excited.
I know. Take it right from the stove to the
cradle burner.
Oh, that's
my gosh. How delicious does that look?
Oh, yeah.
And the best part about having this cradle burner is that, like MikeC said, you can take it straight from the oven, put it on top, impress your friends with a beautiful presentation, and everyone can just dig in at the table.
I know, so perfect. And we get all the height here so that all the other food that's gonna sit around it, we can still access our lovely spicy meatballs.
I'll bring in some bread so we can dip in there too.
Oh, yeah. Well, while you're gonna do that, I'm gonna try a little bit.
Okay, well, as he's digging in and probably gonna grab his drink, since that's what you do.
Okay.
If you want to learn more about this recipe and others like it, go to circulon.com.
We'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye.